day, lovely ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zeyc, and welcome oh, to another episode of my Black Desert Online Shai story walkthrough. And I think I'm gonna upload it as a normal video, but I think before this video comes out, an hour before this video would have come out, there should have been a maybe 15 minutes long time lapse. I still have to render it. I mean, currently I already rendered it once, and I can only, every time I render I can make it up to 4 times faster. So it was nearly 4 hours long, now it's nearly an hour long, and when I'm done it's gonna be nearly 15 minutes probably. But yeah, it's gonna be a time lapse of me leveling from level 24, no, level from 20 I think I was, till, 56.5, that's where I stopped. But then I finished with AFK grinding. AFK grind is quite nice, it costs money, but you grind while you're AFK. You just buy these books depending on how long you want it and what you want it. Usually I go for skill and combat at the same time. Also, something a friend of mine didn't knew, you can stack them. For example, you can buy both combat and skill and they work at the same time. But if you were to buy a 5 hour and 1 hour and activate both, well, obviously you'd had 6 hours. That friend of mine, he thought, well, you can't activate multiples at a time and that date then stack. He didn't knew that. But so yeah, he once had there once was a time when he AFK grinded and had to go on every few hours to buy a new book or activate a new book. But let's go back to our questing. This AFK grinding, wanna do it in between episodes, obviously. I don't just go there, stand on some kind of doll and grind my way up. I mean, I could grind myself to 58. I did so before, but previously, before we didn't have these 500% growth, so have that in mind. But with every boost I could have on, within 1 hour I just got 20% from 57 to 58. Yeah, I'd have to grind 5 hours then. And I mean, the AFK grinding takes a lot longer. That's fact. But you don't have to do anything. I mean, maybe you have to throw in some scrolls for experience multipliers, but you don't really need to do anything. You can do it and watch the series in the background, or while you have it in the background. Also, yeah, I think I didn't mention, but if you hear some chirping, those are my new budgies. I got them yesterday. It's the first morning. I hope they like their cage. I mean, it's certainly better than what they lived in before. It was a breeder. He would have sold them anyway. So he just had them in a small cage. Not even a fourth of the size of the cage they now have. I mean, don't get me wrong, my current cage, I mean, he's big. To be honest, I think he's quite good. I mean, the size is quite good. I still would prefer a better cage. cage was quite troublesome to build. Stop! Together. One of the walls was one of the walls was they sent me was false, so I had to ask my brother to cut some stuff off of it so it fits. But yeah, let's go on with the story.
Having trust in Heidel
Did
is not
Mordor
an easy
send you
task.
this way? Is this all? Today is the day he must pay off the principal, but this will barely cover the interest.
Jordi,
Heidel
there
doesn't
must be
keep the
something
promises.
he's hiding.
They lie a lot. What about you? It is clear to me now that Bobby Lauren and I don't see eye to eye in things. I should have talked to the former head of the League of Merchants instead of him. Oh, you didn't know? The head of Heidel, League of Merchants, was originally Grace Lauren. Oh, you're an outsider. Well, that's even better. I want you to head to Valley Lily Inn. Grace Lauren is using her brother as a front while she is comfortably counting money. Please let Grace Lauren know that any further delays will not be tolerated. I'll send my men to the inn too. Can you deliver this message to her? Sure. Oh, laggy. Oh, it's raining. The punches are so cute! Still getting used to the new cage. You know, that might take up to 2 weeks. And afterwards, slow training until they're, you know, trained to the hand, so they jump onto the hand when I, you know, offer the hand to them. So I can easily get them in and out of the cages once I let them fly free in my room.
You're not from Calpheon, are you?
Oh good, you're not from Calpheon. How long does the Calpheon fuck think they can mess around with us? Don't see things too negatively here. If you've been to the plaza, you must have a general sense of how things are. Did Bobby send you to deliver a message, you said? Lady Grace is currently talking to someone on the 2nd floor. She'll be done soon, so please wait there on the 2nd floor. No, I'm gonna talk straight through her. Oh god, I gotta render 2 videos before I upload these. And the rendering. All I do while all I edit, so I have to render them, is I cut off the beginning and the end. That's how much work I put into this. And I still get no views. But
I'm Grace.
oh god,
in charge
hiccups.
of the League of Merchants in Heidel.
Isabel,
It's pleasant to meet
from
you.
the Zeyc Merchant Guild. It looks like she wants to take matters into her own hands.
I'll have to greet you despite the messy look.
Zeyc Merchant
Pleasant to
Guild's
meet
trying
you.
to take Golden Toad in over. It's hard to keep track of all the issues surrounding this guild. I heard that the Zeyc Merchant Guild is going to take over the Golden Toad Inn, and we can't do a single thing to stop that. What is Sir Jordan thinking? Although it was him who persuaded me to step down from the guild head position. I cannot stand idly by and watch the Zeyc Merchant Guild seize control of Heidel. If this continues, Calvin will have control over all activities in Heidel. Please deliver the letter to Jordan. Perhaps we can convince him to stop.
Valley Lily. It's
Wait a minute,
soothed
what
the
is this?
exhausted heart.
Jordan's necklace. Just knowledge on her necklace is worth 900. Amenity. 900 amenity is, well, if you go and he is, you know, saying hi. That's 3 times, so 2,700 energy. Okay, sure. I have 18 characters, all have 200. Yeah, I could get it. Sure. But what was I talking about? Yeah, like if I put 10 hours into my ordering around video, I got 2 views, and that only after I complained about it on... No, not... Ah, no, that was... No, I didn't complain. It got no views until some people on the Discord I am discovered I'm a YouTuber and watched it. So, not even normal people. It was pretty much somewhat of advertisement, even though I don't advertise myself.
I'm giving my best endeavors to represent Heidel.
You can stay here as long as you want, unless you're from Calpheon. Now, why do you all hate Calpheon? Frick's sake. Oh, there's gonna be a cutscene if anyone's interested in, you know, watching. I mean, I don't know if people just go listening to my videos while in background.
Useless fool.
Isabel has probably figured it out already.
Don't worry. Without any concrete evidence, the blame will be pinned on Bobby Lauren.
Then they will figure out our plan.
I'll go to Medea and draft an army. Their movements will look like common trading activity.
I fear this may now give Serendia cause to flee.
My lord, Serendia is already Calpheon's pawn. The Calpheon eagle has sunk its talons into the lion's heart. But I shall be the one chopping off the eagle's head.
Okay. Sure, why not?
As long as you're not a Calpheonian, you're
Grace
welcome to
Lauren.
stay here
That's
as
a
long
name
as
I
you
haven't
wish.
heard in a long time. Somehow Bobby took over her position. And you are?
It is recommended to not become enemies.
I don't know you. Are you an adventurer? Actually, if it is so... it is of no significance to me. I recognize the person worth based on the competence, not the background. As long as the background doesn't include being from Calpheon, that is. You want to make a name for yourself, I will grant you an opportunity to do so. Talk to Instructor Crewhorn at the training ground. You can start by completing assignments for Crewhorn.
I would give my life for Heidel.
Oh yeah, that's my equipment I got from my main character. Everything except the weapons, because I can't take them from main character because he has other weapons. It's not the best, but it's acceptable, I'd say. I mean, it's better than starter equipment or what people with a few days in would have, but it's worse than what the best have, by far.
Don't show your back to the enemy.
Was Sir Jordan Dukas in a bad mood? Don't mind him, politics are not easy.
Lessons learned by the body.
You can always come to me whenever you're in a pinch. I can help you out as long as it's not something incredibly difficult. If you're planning to stay a while in Heidel, please head to Alejandra Farm when you have time to spare. There have been numerous reports of pumpkin ghosts causing a nuisance at Alejandra Farm. The villagers there are having a hard time. Please help them.
If you have the will to live,
Oh yeah, also,
brandish your sword as much as
I pretty much got every skill I can so far. And I still have 200 points left, and I will have more once I'm, you know, level 58. I'll stop AFK grinding when I'm 58. I just wanted, you know, the money I get for it. Can I? Oh yeah, the archer I already made got to 58. I mean, if it's a good if the reward is good, I'm gonna do it. Don't you worry your little heavy heads about it. But yeah, everything above 56, I usually AFK grind, because the grind you have to do yourself to get the new level up afterwards is Oh boy. A lot. Okay. A lot. But I can still talk to him good.
It is I.
Who are
the
you?
owner of
Did
this
Kron
mess.
send you here?
Are you willing to help? The pumpkins and bees are too extreme. Although it's bothersome.
I've requested
Please,
help several
help
times
me.
and they sent me a rookie mercenary. What do they want us to do? Fight these pumpkin monsters with our bare hands. Sign. Forgive me, my exasperation. But I've always paid my taxes. This is what I get in return. How long does Heidel think they can swindle us like this?
Heidel is no longer a place where you can find joy in labor.
Boy, I could probably eradicate... Okay, maybe not. No. I'm not too sure, I mean... Oh. That's my ulti. My 200% ulti, that is... my 100, I mean. You can... Every class has a 200% ulti. But to get to 200% you need others. If I remember it right, others can give you their energy. Like, you know, that one. You cannot go over 100% yourself, but others can give you their energy. But what was it? If they have 100% and they give you all their energy, I think you only get 25% or something like that, and you then have to go to 200 before you're able to use the other one.
I am just envious of shepherds.
I'm impressed you managed to defeat the pumpkin ghost. Thank you, but I'm afraid this won't be enough. These monsters will come back when night falls. I wish they could send an army to drive out all of the monsters.
You can make flax in my farm. Would you like
What?
to invest? Go to the North Plains if you need meat. Cuckoo birds are all over the place there.
Things were already bad enough with these pumpkin ghosts, and some other monsters started showing up recently. They are small and non-threatening, but made me nervous, so I invited an alchemist to determine the cause of the strange phenomenon. He just talked about how the darkness is related, which really didn't surprise me. But I've done good deeds all my life, why is it happening to me? It feels as if the world itself is against me. Ah, do you know the alchemist? His name is Alustin. He's from Velia.
It is I, the owner.
But yeah, gotta end the episode here.
Are you willing to help?
Huge thanks for everyone still watching, and if you'd like to do me a favor, please comment down below to let me know someone actually made it to the end. Aside from this, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and goodbye!